Welcome to Beyond the Reps podcast, your favorite platform dedicated to discussing fitness beyond the workout. I'm Coach Adri.
And I'm Coach K. This podcast is dedicated to sharing our experiences in the fitness world beyond the reps.
Join us every other Wednesday to discuss our experiences as Black and brown women in fitness. We talk about everything fitness in and out the gym, and every time is a good time.
Are you ready, A?
I'm ready, K. Let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to Beyond the Reps podcast. If this is your first time, welcome. And you already know, if you are returning, welcome back. What do y'all see here? You know, it's that love month, that pink and red month.
The month of love, y'all. The month of love.
So we have a good little fun episode for you guys today. But before that, we're going to get warmed up. I'm going to check on my girl, see how she doing. And then go from there. So how you feeling? How you doing?
I've seen better days.
Come on, sing to the people, girl.
Lord Jesus, I've seen better days. But you know what? I am blessed to be here. You know what I've been going through. Mm-hmm. I know what I've been going through. And I'm just blessed to be here. God has his hands on me. And I know that I'm going to be all right. So
yes, you
I'm just blessed to be here. Happy to see y'all. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's just been super busy. I feel like my whole life's just been super busy lately, from work to home to kids to everything. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, I've been fine. I've been fine.
Love that for you, sister.
Yes.
Just happy to be here. You know, that's all I got today.
Well, I'm happy you're here. So,
Amen.
Hey. All right. So let's do this. Let's get a little warmed up and get going then. Okay. I got some fire rap questions coming.
Okay.
So as you guys can see, we are doing a Valentine's theme. So with that being said, our rapid fire is going to be love or lust. Okay.
Let's talk about it.
When it comes to love or lust, how you feel about that?
Like, what do you mean? Like, do I prefer one or the other?
However you want to take it. You can answer however you want to take it.
I guess if I had to choose one or the other, I would definitely choose love. Lust is fleeting. Lust is temporary. And lust is usually very, very inauthentic. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, we all be lusty and lust in different ways, but I feel like love is better, and yeah. So if I had to choose one or the other, I'm gonna just go with love for sure.
Yes, I'll say the same thing. I feel like love is a lot of work, right? So I feel like as a lot of people lean toward the lust, because lust you could have fun, move around, do what you want to do, and there's no accountability. It's just like whatever. It's lust. We're going to have fun and we're going to keep it pushing, right? Mm-hmm. Me personally, I will pick love. And I feel like I did that out of lusting. So now that I have love, I would have to say for me, like in the beginning, I'm like, this is a lot of work. Mm-hmm. But I would have to say, like, it just shows like the difference between the one and the other. I'll take the hard work over the other stuff because lust just started to become a little too toxic and crazy, and I don't got that to do because I'm too old for that.
Now, honestly, if you think about it, not just in romantic relationships, I feel like in any type of relationship.
Yes, any. Like friendship, family.
It requires a lot of work, patience, discipline, accountability, and you can just, or even your foods.
Oh, gosh, let's not talk about that. I'm going to go toward the lust. Nah. Just kidding. Nah, just kidding. No, because people always think for the most part, like, but no, a relationship is just anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a gym relationship. It's a finished relationship. Mm-hmm. So, I agree. Because, like, I love the treadmill, but I'm going to lust the hell out of a Stairmaster.
Or the other way around?
No, I'm not loving the Stairmasters. I would never.
Oh, wow.
We're just going to play with it whenever I want, and then I'm gone. Because who is going to play that thing? You're the Stairmaster mommy.
We're talking about that. I'm going to love the Stairmaster.
Exactly.
I'm a little lusty for the treadmill. I'm a little lusty for the bike.
Oh, I hate the bike.
I'm a little lusty.
You know what? I wouldn't say I hate it.
But
on the bike, I find it boring.
I'm trying to get my certification to be a spin instructor.
And then be doing a little hey.
You can see it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, do your thing so I can hop in and be a fool.
That's right, yeah. So I think I'm a little lusty for. We should have did that. I'm a little lusty for the bike. I'm a little lusty for the treadmill, but I love the Stairmaster.
We know. But you know what? I've been loving that treadmill with them squats in between every quarter of a mile. So y'all gonna catch me on the treadmill all the time now.
Oh, that's right. So you love the treadmill.
I sure do.
I know that's right. Treadmill.
I sure do. I walk up the stairs to get to the treadmill. Did that count?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
All right, whatever. Let's talk about these red flags. Any red flags you have ignored? Or okay, so because I feel like we all have. However, put one out there right now. Let's make it like nice and hot. What is a red flag you have ignored in the past?
Oh, because I don't do that no more. I'm grown. Damn. What is a red flag that I've ignored? You go first.
I go first? Oh, red flag. I'm about to say one that I honestly had to learn the hard way over and over to a point that, yeah, okay, I see a yellow. At that point, it won't even get to red. But I will have to say the whole when people just tell you what you want to hear and you know it. Like, you just know it because ain't no actions coming behind it, right?
Just flapping them gums. They just flapping them gums. They ain't nothing coming after that. It's just that.
Just talk. No action.
But you just chose
and you just one day, you're just going to hope one day that all this talk is going to come true. It just never does. And we know it, and we just be dumb. But anyways, that's the one red flag for me. All that talking to not back it up.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
I hate it.
I don't know how I could top that. Because truly, that's the problem. You know what? Another red flag, a red flag that I've ignored is when a man is too friendly. You got too many homegirls for me. That's a red flag, and I've ignored it in the past, thinking like, because my best friend is a guy. So I'm, who am I to tell you can't have a female friend?
Right.
But when everybody is your homegirl
or your sister,
the
sisters be sisters.
Oh yeah, because we ain't that. Yeah, we ain't all related now. So that's one I think that I've definitely ignored for the sake of thinking just like, oh, no. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know. That. But that's one thing that I've learned. I trust my intuition now. If I feel like something off, it's off. Because I've never been wrong.
Oh, no.
But I've ignored that. So that's a red flag that I've ignored in the past that I will never ignore again. Never. Yeah.
And again, it goes with like friendship and stuff like that. Like, I feel like even in like friendships, right? Like, I don't know, that's what it is. We grown, right? So we, like, for me, like, I think for a long time, the red flag that I had was the history, right? When you got history with somebody and you do that back and forth, like, I feel like I had that with like an actual friend of the back and forth because of how long of a history it was. And then it was always like an issue with like, so when we were like, but everybody come in your life in different like timelines.
Different, yeah.
Like, and you're not like, it is what it is, right? So then that was a red flag for me. Like in a family friendship, like out of the like a love thing, like I think the having a history with someone, like that shouldn't be the only reason why you should be connected to someone.
I agree.
So that was a red flag that I learned the hard way when it came to like a actual like not a love relationship, like with an actual partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
Are we gonna speak out here today?
Oh no, that's right.
All right. So let's see what else we have. One non-negotiable. right now, what is one of your non-one negotiables? This one of them, because I know I got a couple.
You know, I got a laundry list.
Not a laundry list.
A non-negotiable. This is so foreshadowing right now, for what I'm about to do. Because you know what I'm about to do.
I think I know, and I'm about to probably say the same thing, but go ahead.
But I would say a non-negotiable for me, like one of my hard no's, would be, you know what's crazy? I'm going to say this, and you ain't going to believe me.
But I be nothing crazy now.
No, it's nothing crazy, but I feel like you're not going to believe me. But a non-negotiable for me now is, I'm not going to say one of the obvious things, but having kids.
That's your one non-negotiable?
That's a non-negotiable.
Meaning you want a kid?
No, meaning I don't want to date nobody with kids.
Oh, I said, I'm going to keep saying it. I want my nephew. She be playing. Okay.
Oh, I don't know why she keep talking about this. Like, every time that we hear you talking about a what are you talking about?
I just want to speak it on.
I'm gonna get a puppy. His name gonna be
okay. That still
Bruno.
be my nephew because I call my mama
nephew.
dog
There
my
you
sister. Nah, no, okay,
yeah,
so
that's one of my non-negotiables. Because I would have went with the obvious, like cheating, lying, and things like that. But obviously, I would say like now, like those are always gonna be non-negotiables. But I feel like now is like a new non-negotiable for me. I don't want to date nobody with kids.
Nah, and I get it because you know what's so funny. So for a while, I was just like, whatever. So that's funny. So I already see before my current relationship now and my only and last relationship now.
I know that's right. Period. You heard that?
I had to say, I said it. I said I would never again date someone that do not have kids. It's such a and then I was just like, I didn't have like a.
Elaborate, because I want to know your reason, and I'm gonna tell you my reason. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So for me, so at first I was like, nah, because I don't got time for the baby mamas. I don't got time for this, that, because I'm like, I don't do that. I don't even move like that. Like I'm Jania's mother. I'm not baby mom. Don't call me that. So I feel like because I don't bring that energy into like in my stuff. Mm-hmm. I used to be like, nah, like they have to, like I don't want no kid. Like I want the person not to have any kids whatsoever. For the simple fact that I know how I handle myself and I don't got time for that. So if this is the type of people they deal with and they do the baby mama, baby daddy drama, that's not going to work for me. So I kept doing this thing of like, no, opposite attract. Let me go with someone that doesn't have kids, right? But then it became difficult. Because they don't understand when it comes from a parent perspective, right? So now they're moving selfish. That's not going to work because, bro, you decided to be with somebody that have a child. You might be a person that don't have a child, but you're no longer single with no kids.
Right.
Now you're with a person with a child. So if you were with me and I had my child, you chose to have a family. You didn't choose to have a girlfriend.
Right.
You chose to have a family.
Right.
Right? So then I started seeing that, this is not going to work for me because in my past relationships, the people that didn't have kids, it wasn't working because it was a lot of, and then there's like little comments here that are like, well, if it was our kid, whoa, fuck you mean? Like, if it was our kid, what is the difference between our kid and the one I have now? That it's not yours.
That's telling, though, for somebody's, like, character.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like, it's not going to work. So for me, personally, I think and I ran into that, like, more than once. So when I was like, okay, yeah, nah, I cannot. I guess I will have to just deal with, I would prefer to deal with baby mama, baby daddy drama versus someone that's selfish and just doesn't know how to be family oriented and feel that it's not gonna make sense until they have their own. That's not. Then you should be with someone that doesn't have a child.
Very interesting.
So that was my non-negotiable and my very I was like, I'm done. I'm not dating. I'm just gonna go and hide and whatever. I said no. Never. I will never again date someone that doesn't have kids.
Well, I ain't gotta worry about that. So
no, we have a crew now.
That's right. That's interesting because my reasoning is because I personally, not because I don't know how to, I think that I would make a good, stepmom or whatever, right? But I think where I am in my life, and I think in my experience with dating, I've dated enough people with kids to know that I am too. I don't know what the proper term would be. I wouldn't say. I understand the duties of a parent. If you're an active dad, great, love that for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in a relationship, most or dating, not even before you actually start like exclusively dating, whatever, most men don't know how to balance the two. They don't know how to prioritize their girlfriend or the person that they're dating or trying to get to know and be a parent. And me personally, I don't have the patience for stuff like that. I need you to show me the attention that I need you to show me in order for me to feel comfortable enough to integrate myself into your family. So it's like if you put me, I mean, I understand that I'm always going to understand that the kid comes first, but I think I'm at a point where I want to come first.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't come first if you have a kid.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So that was another reason why at one point that was my non-negotiable too, because as a parent, you want to give, right, this person that you're dating, you're interested, you're excited, blah, blah, blah. You want to give them your time, but then you get that parent guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm putting a person that I just met before my child.
Yeah.
What type of dad am I? What type of mom am I?
Mm-hmm.
So that was another thing. So you see how active my child is.
Yeah.
What you want me to do?
Yeah.
When I'm done doing what I'm doing with my kid, I'll see you. And then if you can't respect that, then I don't know what to do.
Understood.
And then I was big about with the whole, if she with me, you gonna have to wait. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
or
you're not just bringing
you know when she with her dad.
Kid. Yeah.
And if you can't handle just when she with her dad, then it's not gonna work.
Not the one for you, and I get that. I understand.
So,
I respect it.
But again, if I go back and think about it when I didn't have 9-9, I will have to say, yeah, nah, because I don't blame you.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, let me guess, you got something going on with your kid today. Oh, so it's like, once I start realizing I felt like that, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm cool. Like, I can't, I would prefer, unless you older and your kids is grown. You got kids and they say your kids, but they're not your first priority anymore.
Yeah, once they're like teenagers, because once they home alone, do for themselves.
Even though past that, bit. I mean like grown, like
what you want, a freaking sugar daddy?
You know it.
I'm about to say, you talk about grown.
You could be like 45 and have a 20-year-old.
I guess.
Yeah, you can. So, 18, 19, 20. Because
I ain't gonna be like.
Yeah. Why you over there talking about sugar or anything? Okay, sugar mama.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I didn't have my baby young.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna blink. Okay.
Oh shoot, so, that's funny.
Yeah, so that's my reasoning. So
no, that makes sense.
Okay.
And you deserve it. So I don't think nothing wrong with it.
Period.
Stand on that non-negotiable. Yeah, stand on that.
All right.
So
is that it, or we got something else?
We got one more.
Okay.
Something you will never settle for again.
Isn't that the same as
kind of like non-negotiable?
One thing I'll never settle for again. I'll change it this time around. I will never settle for. I would say I would never settle for the any type of inconsistency. If you come out swinging, you better keep swinging. Because the moment you start to slow down, I'm out the door.
Yeah, because there's no need for that.
Yeah, there's no reason why. Because the thing is, it's like it's very I could tell when it's performative. And it's like you just doing what you think is required to get me in the first place. Like, cool. But once you stop doing those things, you can be beat feet. Let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you.
Yeah. So I'll backtrack a little bit. So for me, my non-negotiable have always been like the non-consistency thing too, because I feel like that's huge. And like I'm huge about the whole. Like, you know how people say, oh, the honeymoon dies after a certain... That should not even be a thing.
Don't get me mad.
I know, sorry. I was so like, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Don't get me angry in here.
But that is just like one of the things for me that I feel like that's not a thing.
No, it's not.
Does life get in the mix of stuff, right? And maybe you were in the beginning making sure y'all had a date every other week or whatever. Mm-hmm. But once you're like actually like when you start living together, kids are all together, whatever the case may be. When you go from one house to one, whatever stuff do get crazy, you still even if it's in the house, something. So me personally, like so that is the non-negotiable for me is the inconsistency of like if you got me this way, keep it the same way, keep that energy. Because the minute I don't see that, like I'm so quick to just I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm definitely there. I would
Go.
never, ever in my life.
And then for me, I was to say settling. It's gonna be cliche, but I don't care. I'm not settling for no cheating. I'm not, because the minute I don't trust you, it's just not gonna work for me personally. Like,
because trust is already hard to earn, and once
so
you lose
hard.
it, you think so.
And no, I'm not talking about cheating when you actually have physical with somebody.
I'm talking
entertaining, flirting,
anything.
And I made that clear from day one. When I say gone, we're not even talking. It was on the table.
There's nothing
from
to
day
discuss.
one. So, like, for me, that is I'm not settling for that. Anything else, we could work through, talk to, whatever. The stuff you got to unlearn. Because especially, like, even, like, for us, it's a too long relationship before, or whatever the case may be. So, it's a lot of unlearning to do, right? But I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't care what you did in the past, what I did in the past, whether either one of us cheated in the past. It don't matter, because going forward, like, it shouldn't be happening anyways. But it's just one of those things, like, just making it clear.
Yeah.
Know this.
The moment, I'm out the door. Agreed, sister.
Don't even send a wink, a heart to nobody, because
you think so.
Girl, you gonna come to work, I'm gone. Not, but for real. So, all right.
Okay.
Those are rapid fire questions. Those were fun.
Yeah. Are we good there? We good with game time?
I mean, we got some hard questions if you want to go through those, so we could save them for later, so we could at least get to a little bit of the meat of our episode. Maybe that could be like maybe we could leave the hard ones for our flex and reflect.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea.
Let's do that.
Okay. All right, good. Now we all warmed up. Game time is over. Let's go beyond the reps. All right. So this episode obviously is Valentine's Day themed. And we want to talk about love, lust, and lifestyle. So we're talking about love, lessons, and the lifestyle that supports all of it. So first thing I want to talk about is chemistry versus alignment. So what I want to talk about first, in reference to chemistry versus alignment, is how attraction gets attention and alignment keeps you there. How do you feel about that?
I agree with that. I would have to say that's very, cause like even for, I don't know, like even just taking fitness wise, right? I feel like sometimes like even for me, like I have moments that like a certain workout will attract me, right? Oh, that's fun. I like that. So like they'll get me going. But if I don't be in a line with like how to organize it and do and like set up, like do a little, at least put a program together, something with that. It just, you need both. Like I feel like you need both.
Honestly, that's so interesting you say that, because I have a client, a girl that's in my challenge now, and I've worked with her before in the past. She was like one of my very first people that I ever like trained, personal training, and I noticed, and she mentioned it to me like before she started the challenge, and she just mentioned what her goals were. And she basically felt like she is familiar with exercising, but she feels like she's kind of like all over the place. And which I do notice that she's kind of like, she goes to everybody's classes, everybody's events, everything. She's in everything. Her hands is in everything, but her specific goals aren't being met because she doesn't have she's not in alignment with a consistent program, or even like consistently going to a certain class. So if you're into Pilates, you're into spin, you're in the HIIT classes, you're in the weightlifting, whatever it is, right? Never followed a program, more so just moving her body just to stay active, but not seeing results. So the attraction, she's attracted to whatever fitness class or program that she's interested in. She got her attention, but she's not necessarily aligned with anything specific because she's kind of like all over the place. Like, yeah, moving your body and being active, like you're probably like your cardiovascular system is probably not on a decline as it might be if you were just sedentary, right? But if you kind of all over the place doing all these different things every other week, every other day, your body is confused. So it's not gonna keep you in a space that you want to be in because you're always gonna be. Then I think that's when you get frustrated. You get frustrated, like, why am I not seeing results? I'm going to all these classes. I'm doing all of this stuff, whatever. And then also, even with, like, the eating thing, it's like you might think, like, oh, I know how to eat clean. Like, I'm buying these meals from, I almost said Pro-Life. What's the name of the place? What's one of the places here? Eat Right. There you go.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Because what the hell is Pro-Life? Anyways, you buying meals from Eat Right, but it's not necessarily, they're just clean meals. There's no structure there. So you have to align yourself with something in order for something to keep you consistent and keep you and get you to where you want to be. So I absolutely agree with that. And from the perspective, I think, since it's Valentine's Day, relationships, I think that personally, I am a very like physical person. Like if I don't find you attractive, you're not going to get my attention. Period. So but in the same breath, I have noticed that there have been people who have been more like in alignment with who I feel like I am, but I'm not attracted to them. And the only way I figured it out is if I'm around them, right? And the only way I'm going to be around you is if, one, we have, like, the same friend circle.
Right.
Or, yeah, that's about it, if I'm not attracted to you. So I find that to be difficult where I am now. I find that to be difficult because it's kind of like I might be in alignment with somebody that I'm not attracted to. But how do I find that alignment if the attraction doesn't get me there?
Yeah, that's tough. Ooh, baby, that's tough. Cause I definitely.
But do you honestly like? And if you really think about it,
I'm about to give it a book.
Okay, if you think about it, has everybody that you dated, like seriously dated, been somebody you've been attracted to?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I would have to say there was some type of alignment, right? Some I was just young, so I felt like that talk was working because I got that
mouthpiece on them, boy.
Because I was definitely ignoring those red flags, right? And then I played myself because you know what it was, and then there it goes. Then it comes to settling all that stuff. So I will never again because I feel that it's one of those things where okay, I don't need no model, right? But I gotta be attracted to you somehow because what I think what happens is I used to have this thing like it would just grow on me because you know how people say like I used to hear the whole but they dress really nice. Okay, they fuck. I get it. The closest. Okay, they dress fly. Got it. Cool. But after a while, that's not gonna just make you attractive
at all,
right? So, yeah, I came to the conclusion like, yeah, if I'm not attracted to you, it's just not gonna work. Yeah. And then I had to get back to like the whole of like, not like a type, right? But like, I always wanted someone that was fit, that was in the gym, blah blah blah. Like, I got that now. So, but if you were to look at my previous. Anywho, so yeah, no, that was never gonna work because that was just stupid.
Okay, cool, agreed.
So I'm with you, Gary. You gotta be attracted.
Yeah, no,
you have to be.
Yeah, I know. I find that to be a little bit of a difficulty. So actually, I want to push that into the next thing that I want to talk about is how confidence changes who you're attracted to. So, okay,
yes,
because I think this just works. So. me personally, I feel like my confidence in myself, the way people see me is the way I see myself now, right? If actually, I feel like I see myself better sometimes, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I haven't always been that way. And when I look back at some of the people that I gave an opportunity to when I didn't have the confidence that I have now, I be thinking like, what the hell was I doing? What did I see in this person? And it's funny because I literally just had this epiphany about someone that I had a crush on my whole life. My whole life. Just couldn't let him go for whatever reason. Then I had one. Then once I got tired of him for real, and I got out of and I just cut him off completely. I really stepped out of it in the person that in the confidence that I have now, and I looked at him. I said, So I do believe that confidence changes who you're attracted to, and not just like physically, but like mentally,
Yes.
spiritually. Like if you develop yourself to a level of confidence that is higher than you could have ever imagined, you often aren't attracted to the people, no matter how good they may look or you thought they looked. You're not attracted to them no more.
Don't even match.
These people couldn't get within 100 feet of me at this point in my life. And the weird thing about men is that they think because you liked them 10 years ago that they still have a chance with you now. And then you be looking at yourself like, look at me and look at you.
And I'm not that dumb old little girl 10 years ago.
And I think they be stuck in a freaking, they be like frozen in time or something. Y'all may look like I'm still the girl because black don't crack, but I'm not that girl no more. Yeah. Like I have a completely different sense of confidence about myself now, to where it's like you couldn't even breathe in my direction. So that's how I feel. I definitely feel like your confidence in yourself, it changes, even not just like I said, not just physically, but especially when you think about the type of people that you are attracting. Like I don't attract the people that I used to attract anymore. I don't. I hate that so much.
Now you taught me.
I hate it. How do you feel about that? And I know
you clocked it.
Right, auntie.
Now, so I will have to say, man, that is really something that I will have to say, even for me, like I have my moments, and we have talked about this, I think last year when we talked about the body dysmorphia, right? So I definitely have a big, one day I'm like, can't tell me nothing. Yeah. And the next day I'm like, I feel like a cow. I have the back and forth because I still struggle with that, because I feel like with me, like the up and down, like I gained weight, I lost weight, I'm here, I'm there. So I have moments where I definitely have moments where I feel like, yes, when I'm really confident, and for the most part, like I feel like I have my moment when I'm not, and you could tell like, oh, this confident right here, when you don't have no confident, like, like I even feel like with me and with Cortez, right? Like
that's
when I have my moments, it definitely be like we bump heads a little bit, right? Because then I'm self-sabotaging and talking crap, and he want to hear me talking about like when I'm having my moments, right? So even that's when the emotional mental come in, because clearly like there's no way I look completely different from Monday to Tuesday.
No, right.
But for whatever reason, I don't know, it might have been the clothes I wore, I don't know, it is a thing. I mean, I used to be 275 pounds, so sometimes I look at myself and I'm nowhere near that, like not even halfway nowhere near like I used to be, but because I was bigger for so long. And then the thing with me is I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at now. Right. Like I ain't just go get work done. Like I got to where I'm at. Okay. So like, yes, I do struggle because I get frustrated sometimes, right? Because I'm like, man, like all these years, and I have days that are better than others. But he will call me on my bullshit. He will, and that's one say that's another thing where that's how different between love and lust. Lust was like whatever. He'll hold me accountable, and he would call me on my bullshit in a heartbeat. I'd be like, all right, I hear you. I mean, I don't say it right away. I'll be honest. It takes me a minute, but but then I think about it later, right? So I get out my little fucking feeling, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Whatever, and I sit back and think about it. I'd be like, yeah, that sounded really goofy.
Being ridiculous.
And a little ridiculous, girl. What was that one word you said at one time?
Abysmal.
Yep. I just took it to the whole nother left field for no reason. But yeah, because even just the way you talk is an attraction,
right? And
a confidence.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Completely different.
Whether you're single or in a relationship,
right,
is 100% a thing.
So that's so great that you brought that up, because next thing I want to talk about is feeling desirable starts with how you feel in your body. So I think that when we have those moments of, like, because I have them too, like, I'd be like, not looking too good these days, girl. What's going on? I don't feel as if like I wouldn't even like it. Okay, put it like this: if I'm in one of those moments and somebody pays me a compliment, I'll be like, "Fuck is you talking about?"
Oh my! When I say I know, when we gonna release this real quick. So the funny thing is, this has been recent. When I say he probably gonna be running through that house when he watches episode, because literally we were just talking about that. So. That's another. Okay, so I don't know if that's a woman thing or what. So maybe we need some guys to throw some comments in, please, because now that you say that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so it's not just me. So like, and sometimes he doesn't understand, right? So like he'll make a comment, and I'm like, no, I don't, right? So and then he'd be like, well, you just fucked my whole fucking mood, not mood, but like I just complimented you, and now instead of thank
like you rejecting my compliment,
you're rejecting it. So then he's like, well, that's what I like, so I don't want to hear you talking negative about what I like, and I'm like, but it's what I don't like, and I don't feel, so. It's funny because it's huge. I feel like sometimes when you don't feel like confident, or just to you don't feel like you look how you want to, how you used to, or whatever the case may be.
Or how you like supposed to look, right?
Yeah, because even for me, it goes to a point that I won't take pictures for a while. If you want to see me posting, that might be in my little moments. I don't know. Like it goes just that. Like sometimes, like us females, we put so much pressure on ourselves, though.
Yeah,
for real.
That's a societal thing, though.
Yeah,
I feel like.
And like for me, I think I can just compare myself more to like back to like my old me. Like I don't do too much of like other people. It's just like my journey, the back and forth and the up and downs, and before night, after night, and all of that.
And I think it's just the comparison thing, regardless if it's of somebody. Because I do it too, to how I used to look. I be looking at old videos and pictures of myself, like, what was I doing different that I'm not doing now? Like, why do I look like this now? Like, but then I think about my lifestyle, how it's changed over the past 16 years, and how I've had all these different like ways that my body looks and the way that my body performs, because I'm just in different stages. That's really all it is. And my different stages, and I have to take that into accountability because I, like, at one point, all I had was time to go to the gym.
Man,
all I had to do was go to school, go to my class, go to the gym, do my little job, and then do it all over again next day. So I spent 3 hours in the gym, and yeah, if I spend 3 hours in the gym every single day, like 5-6 days a week, like, what do you think is gonna happen? But then once I got a real job. And time started, even when I got a real job, it was like the first couple years, it didn't seem like there was much of a difference, because I was still like super, super active in that process. And then when things start to change for me, I get older, just things change. And it's just like now then I started having different fitness goals. I wanted to figure out, I didn't want to be lean anymore. I wanted to gain weight. And then I got to a point where it's like I gained the weight. It's like, how do I maintain the weight? And then it's like, I'm trying to figure that out. So my body is just doing all these different things. And then as you get older, as a woman, you just finding all these random things about things that happen to us as we get older.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No, for
and it's
real.
stuff that we don't have control over, but that
None.
comparison factor is always there, regardless if it's for who you used to be
Mm-hmm.
or to what you're seeing on social media. I think we all succumb to something, you know, some type of comparison thing.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think the biggest thing with that is that you don't have to wait for like the perfect body to feel love or desire is really what the end all be all of that is. It's like you don't have to wait to feel like you are looking your best all the time in order to feel like now I'm desirable or I deserve to be loved the way that I deserve to be loved. You are who you are, because at the end of the day, looks fade, right?
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, like you can lose your legs. Anything can happen, you know. And you will hope that the person that you're with or the person that you will be with will love you regardless.
Sorry, I'm laughing. Sorry, I just had a moment because you know I'm so goofy. So I asked Cortez one day. I said, "Will you love me if I don't got no feet?" That's what. Oh God, I'm sorry. So I just had a moment because
that's a valid question. What did he say?
He was like, "What are you talking about?" It was funny, but
that's the wrong answer. What are you talking about? Should not be the answer.
Because it was the random part. He was like, "Of course I would." I'm like, "Yeah, right. You ain't gonna love me if I got no feet. I can't even walk." But I just, oh God, that just reminded me of that because I be so random and so crazy.
He's just gonna wheel you around. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. You know? Shit. I'm gonna be able to get some disability stuff playing with me.
I know. He really gonna love you. Then you gonna have that handicap placard.
Okay.
Listen, disability checks coming
Say
in.
less. Oh my God, might get SSI too.
Ooh.
What? They gonna decline me the first time though. They gotta redo it all over again.
As my sister would say, your disability does not define you.
But no, I'm gonna piggyback from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely. I feel like I agree with you. Like you do not have to look and get to, you know, especially if you have a fitness goal. You don't have to look and get to a certain goal to then feel like, oh, now, you know, I'm ready for someone to love me. Because that's another thing. Like I feel like sometimes when you don't have that confidence, right, you push the person that loves you because you're not happy where you are, and that's not fair to that person.
No.
Right? So, and that's just me telling myself gotta give myself some advice because I do have my moments. You know.
Right.
And don't let it be the month that week. Oh, my emotions and my hormones.
Forget about it.
Oh God, and that's really when you get older. And I was just talking about that. I used to never have this emotional crying and complaining and all that. Never until I got older. Like in the last 2-3 years, and I'm like, what is this hormone stuff? I said, let me find out about to have early menopause because I'm about to start looking into all that stuff. But yeah, so I had to remind myself.
That's not and honestly that's good to and we're coming from two different perspectives, somebody who's in a relationship, somebody who's not. So it's like, but I think the way that you just put it, like you can push your partner away, and that way if you don't allow them to love you the way that they want to love you, right? And also coming from internal perspective, just because you not feeling some type of way about yourself don't mean that person is not. And it also doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be felt like you're loved, or don't deserve to be complimented, or deserve to feel like you're desirable in that moment or in those moments or times or whatever it is that you know. So, and then from my perspective, it's kind of like I think I've always had a hard time accepting compliments from people because of the self-confidence thing. And now that I'm in a space where I am confident in myself, it's still weird receiving compliments from people. Like, thanks, you know. But because I feel like there's still, most times I feel like there's things about myself that I still want to improve. You know, when they physically, but I'm learning also to kind of just take the compliments for what they are, because somebody sees you the way that typically I see myself, or even the way that God sees me, right? Yeah. So because God made me in his image, and I feel like it's a lot of things that we do to ourselves or put pressures on ourselves that we don't necessarily need to be concerned about. That's why I say don't chase the look, chase the lifestyle, because I would much rather chase a fit lifestyle and know that my body is healthy, and whatever the outcome is from my routine is what it is, right? And at the end of the day, it doesn't make me less desirable if I lose weight, it doesn't make me less desirable. If I gain weight, whatever it is, because who I am, like my body's gonna change as I get older, regardless. Like I've seen it. I'm seeing it in real time, especially because now I got all these damn pictures and videos and stuff. I'd be like, wow, that's crazy. Like I just, I was looking at pictures and videos of myself back when I first started my fitness journey. I'm just like, wow. And I was like, sometimes I'm like, I never want to look like that again. Why was I so skinny?
Girl, I have a picture like that Rico to be laughing about it all the time. Because he'd be like, you always want to talk about how you want to get somewhere, blah, blah, blah. He's like, and I remember it's actually a picture of me and Show. I look so small. And even back then, like that was that dysmorphia. I'll show you after we were done. I thought I was so huge. And now I look at that picture, it's like, what the hell? Like, I would never want to get that small ever again. But back then, I think I remember me back then and still thinking I was huge. Yeah. It was crazy. But talking about, just to piggyback on like just a little bit of the we're talking about right now though, it's so funny because I had a moment when I was doing our January challenge, well, your challenge, and I was part of it, and I was laughing because I was like, you know what? And I was doing that mile in the 20 minutes, right? So when I figured, okay, you could get that mile done first and then chill for the rest, I said, oh, okay, cool. Let me see where I'm at. So I typically, when I was a little younger, I'm talking about back in my probably 18 to like 25. So we're talking about
very young,
10 to 15 years ago, right? I had my mile at like 10, maybe like 9:30, but I don't remember being under like 9, like no less than 9, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking, well, here I'm at 35, about to be 36, a little bigger after a kid, all this stuff, right? And I was like, I'm giving it all my all. Let me see where I'm at. When I did that mile in 11:54. That right there boosted my confidence so much because me personally, I was like, that's when you were saying like, it's not about what you look like, it's if you're healthy. Yeah. I said, I'm literally just 2 minutes away, which honestly is to a certain extent, yes, a lot, but then it's really not. Yeah. We are comparing time from 15 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what made me finally start getting used to. And now, like, again, like you said, you got to meet yourself at what stage you're on. Like, it's just, as long as I could do what I want to be able to do, that's what like, me personally, like, lately been my thing. Like, if I could do this, then I'm happy. Like, you can't always chase, like, certain things. But it definitely, like, I want to say, but it did. It did change, like, just a little bit of the chunk at the beginning, like the first couple of days, like, what the? I was like, oh my God, I'm so off, blah, blah, blah. But I was just testing it. But then when I really came out, I was like, oh, this is where I'm at. All right, girl, be quiet. Like, it's not that serious,
right.
you know?
So that's why it's like important to like love your body and what it's capable of doing through like everything, through like weight changes, life transitions, like everything, and even like your different seasons of confidence. Like you gonna have like those ups and downs, but it's important to love your body through everything. Love what it can do, because the thing is, most people are not able to do what we do on a regular basis. Some people can't even walk. Right. And they probably be more positive and more upbeat and confident than most people who can like walk, talk, eat, everything by themselves. So that's just something to like keep in mind, like when you're going through just figuring out like how to continue to like love yourself through everything. Like love who you are, love the body that God gave you, and appreciate your abilities even when you have seasons and moments where you are, you're injured or you're limited in the things that you can and can't do for that season, because the seasons are always going to change. Exactly. So that's a huge thing to take away from that. Yeah. So I think it's time to flex and reflect. Ooh. So let's just do those hard questions for our flex and reflect before we get out of here.
All right. Let's see where we at. I
don't even know.
The funny part, right? I was gonna say the funny thing about all this is that because we were planning to do in the beginning, and now we switched it. I completely forgot. So y'all, I don't even know what we gonna be talking about. For real. So, hard questions.
Let's see. What do we got? All right.
So this is a have you ever?
Okay.
Okay. So have you ever confused consistency for capability?
um. Have I ever confused? You said,
have you ever confused consistency? Oh, whoa,
consistency.
Oh, that goes
Take
that
your time.
Puerto Rican accent.
Take your time.
Yes, for capability.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You don't think
because
so?
Because I can tell when somebody is being consistent and what they're actually capable of.
Okay.
That's what. Actually, I lied. Have I ever? Yes. I'll be lying because honestly, because if you get duped, then you gonna think that what they're doing consistently is what they're capable of doing. Like oh, they're well. You know what? I don't think that that's a good question. Only because if somebody is consistently doing something, they're obviously capable of doing it.
So I guess, all right. So with the question then, right? So, but then again, if they are
now compatibility, I would say yes. I've confused it because if you are consistent with something, then that means that they're doing something that makes me feel like we're compatible in this area. So it's like I feel like if I feel like I've been definitely confused the two before because it can be confusing.
Yeah, no.
If somebody's doing something like consistently and they're being consistent in the way that they act and everything, then I'm automatically gonna think, especially depending on what it is, that we are compatible. Like this works. Like yeah, like this is great.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, it's like you could be consistent doing something and we can absolutely not be good for each other.
Right. No, and I agree with that. I do though believe though, because some people will put a front, right? And some people will show what they're capable, but they're really not. It just, and they not gonna, if they could be,
because that mask slips.
Exactly.
Yeah, that mask gonna fall.
It's gonna fall real quick. It's gonna slip. Yeah. So it's one of those things like they gonna show they're capable in the beginning. It didn't let little things here and there come up, but then out of nowhere, like we're no longer capable. So then the consistency, like, so I don't know, that you could confuse it because then they could be consistent with certain things, right? But then they could be, I don't know. Like I feel like you could show capable, but then eventually you're not gonna be able to be consistent with being capable of doing a certain thing, though.
That's true. Because I feel like everybody can be capable of doing anything, right?
Oh yeah,
you have the capability of doing something, but if, like you said, you can be capable of doing it, but you can also like stop being consistent. So yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah. So, but yes, I would have to say yes. I have confused the two.
Oh, so have I?
Sure.
For sure. 100%.
Okay.
All right. Our next one. Will the old version of you survive your standards now? I couldn't even start out. Oh man, now y'all know the answer to that. Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Fuck no. No. That's easy.
No, I will say the old version of me will be proud of the person that I am now. But survive?
Hell no.
Like, girl, you crazy. I'm about to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Girl, drowning like this.
Listen,
going crazy. Listen, please. Nah, can't even stand a chance.
Hell
survive? No, absolutely not. Last one here. Have you ever wanted someone you knew, what was wrong for you?
You know what?
We're going to end the episode like this.
Wow. that I knew was wrong for me.
Mr. Wrong. You had a Mr. Wrong before?
Yes. Absolutely. But I think I just was one of them things where I just was like, you know what? I can change him.
Listen, I had a Mr. Wrong. The potential is what got me.
I might not ever. That's another.
But
I'm
never again.
On. I will never date for potential. I am too goddamn old for that.
Who is about to be teaching somebody's son how to do things and girl, bye.
At this big age?
Yeah, no.
Now, when I was younger, absolutely did it all the time. Mm-hmm. Did it all the time. But now, man, you couldn't pay me $500 million.
Yeah, no.
To deal with somebody with potential. Are you crazy? Hell no.
Yeah. But that being said.
But yes, I have. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, you know, we all have done things that we aren't necessarily proud of. But, you know, we grow. We grow.
We sure grow.
Amen.
Look at me. Thank I grew a lot. Jesus.
All right. So that's going to wrap up this week's episode of Beyond the Reps. By the way, happy Black History Month. It's a great day to be Black. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good things. We hope you are going to have a beautiful, lovely Valentine's Day. Make sure you love on yourself. If you don't have a partner, show yourself some love because you deserve it. And if you do have a partner, make sure they do you right. Because if not, they're going to be single on February 15th. You got anything you want to add?
No. Just keep it going. Comment, share. I don't know how many times we're going to keep telling y'all. Shoot us some topics. Let us know what y'all want to hear. We have a couple of things cooking up. And yeah, just stay tuned. Keep listening to us every other Wednesday.
Thank you for tuning in. We will see y'all next time.